Are you feeling that familiar overwhelm as the school year looms? Are you getting those nightmares? They're terrible. That feeling of your schedule being completely out of your control. Today, we're going to cut through the noise and give you a plan. This episode is your quick start guide to managing a packed schedule. I know you have one without losing your sanity.
It's the Happy Music Teacher!
Are you an elementary music teacher who's frustrated and overwhelmed? I'm Jeanette Mahalchik, a happy music teacher who loves teaching every day, but it wasn't long ago I was in your shoes. Join me Wednesdays to help you find happy in your music classroom. I know how intense your schedule is. I know that you're probably teaching 30-minute classes once a week. The classes are back to back. You're teaching 8 or 9 or 12 classes a day with sometimes no planning time. I know how overwhelming the schedule is for you because I've been there. I've taught in that intense, unique elementary music teacher schedule. Today, we're going to cut through the noise. I am going to share 3 actionable strategies to help you not just survive, but to thrive during your busy school year. Strategy number 1, the power of prioritizing and batching. So you want to start working smarter by grouping similar tasks together and focusing on what truly matters. For example, if you are planning, make sure that you try to do all your planning in the same time. Do not spend your planning time out chatting with other teachers. Do not spend your planning time answering emails. So if you put into place a schedule so that maybe every Monday when you're fresh, you sit down during your planning time. Hopefully you have some. You sit down during your planning time and you get right to work and you actually do your planning during that time. And maybe you spend a little bit of time after school and you finish up your planning. Don't spend hours and hours and hours planning. There is no reason to do that. So how do you do this batching thing? You want to identify your big rocks. What are the non-negotiables? What are the things that have to happen right away? And what can wait? So if you know that you've got a concert coming up and you know that you're going to have a lot of parent emails, then that needs to be the number one thing you do during that particular day. If you know that you're taking your kids on a field trip and you know you've got to get all the paperwork done and contact the people that needed to be contacted, the bus driver and, whatever else you have to do, that should be what you work on that day. I tend to get really scattered and pull things like, oh my gosh, I got to do this and I got to do this and I got to do this. And so what I've been starting to do is batch everything. For example, I am recording all of my podcasts for this month at the same time. So I'm changing shirts and I'm doing a new one. So I'm getting all of that done in one fell swoop. So it really makes it feel like check, check, check. I've accomplished a lot that day. And guess what? You have accomplished a lot. Batch your tasks that can be done together. So group them together. For example, maybe plan your month of kindergarten lessons at the same time, your month of first grade lessons at the same time. As I said before, answer all your emails in one block. Do it all together, and that is going to help you. Here is an actionable challenge for you. Pick one task that you consistently do multiple times a week and think about how you can batch it so that you can save time and also mental energy. Strategy number 2, efficiency hacks for lesson prep. So, core systems. You should create some core systems that do all the heavy lifting for you year after year. The first thing you want to do is download the curriculum map that I'm going to share with you at the end of this episode. So make sure that you stick around for that. You want to build in your evergreen lesson bank. So develop some core lessons that can be reused and tweaked for various grade levels. We just did a whole planning effort, a boot camp inside the Happy Music Teacher Academy, and I will tell you how to grab that at the end of this episode as well. But it's called Your Best Year Starts Here. I taught people how to use one lesson plan and develop it over time for every grade level. So you want some consistent lesson plan templates. Do not reinvent the wheel every year. Have some things that you consistently teach. Bring in new songs or bring in a new activity to go with it, but don't reinvent the wheel every single year. Give yourself some time to build up lessons and use those lessons year after year and just pull in some new things. You want to use templates as well. So get yourself a lesson plan template to guide you through your thinking to ensure that you hit all the key points quickly. And if you have that organized and you've got a lesson plan template that you really like, then you can use that and just fill in the blanks. And that is a really, really good way to, ease the pain of lesson planning. Here is an actionable challenge for you. Identify one of your go-to lessons, something that you teach every year, and figure out how you can turn it into an evergreen template for the future. Strategy number 3, set boundaries and protect your energy. So your well-being should be non-negotiable. And if you have not made it non-negotiable, please make that a priority this year. You can't pour from a cup that is all stressy. So you want to make sure and define what your no-go zone is. So decide when you're not working. And, for me, when I left school, I was done working. So if I had to stay a little bit longer to get some planning done, I would do that, but not every day. I would leave school every day, if possible, by 3:15, 3:30, except maybe one day a week. And for me, that was non-negotiable. When I got home, I was not bringing anything home because I was not planning at home. And on the weekends, even today, even running a business that is very busy, I do not work on the weekends normally. So define your no-go zone and stick to it. Tip number 2 is to leverage those micro moments. So when you have that moment in between classes, maybe you do, but even if you just have like a moment, as the students are walking in, maybe to do just a breathing reset or focus on something that gives you joy as students are coming in. Use micro moments in your day. If you have a planning time, don't start to work the first second that planning starts. Give yourself 2 to 5 minutes to just reset. So give yourself some time. So let's go back and do a quick recap. Ooh, this was a quick episode, wasn't it? So you want to prioritize and batch. You want to use efficiency hacks, and you want to set boundaries. These are not just time-saving tricks. They are sanity-saving strategies. You can have a year where you thrive even with a packed schedule, and I know you have a packed schedule. Now, if the thought of planning your entire year still feels overwhelming, I have an incredible resource for you, and that is the curriculum maps that I mentioned at the beginning. They are going to tell you exactly what to teach and when to teach it with basic unit plans included. They are going to provide a roadmap so you don't have to build it all from scratch. This is your key to making this your happiest and most organized year yet. The way you get it is by going to thehappymusicteacher.com/curriculum. Once you get there, just fill in your first name and fill in an email address that is your personal email address, because if you fill in your school one, very possibly it's going to go to spam or it's going to be lost out there in firewall land. So make sure you fill in a personal email address, click the button to say that you want the curriculum maps, and then you're going to get an email that says, thank you for subscribing. Please confirm that you want to subscribe, something like that. Click yes, and then you'll get those curriculum maps. Again, make sure you check your spam folder. I know, how dare they, but they do. So check your spam folder, make sure that you have access to them. If you are interested in that boot camp I was talking about, you will get an email the next day after the curriculum maps. You'll get an email telling you all about that.
This podcast is a proud member of the Teach Better Podcast Network. Better today, better tomorrow, and the podcast to get you there. Explore more podcasts at www.teachbetterpodcastnetwork.com.
Well, that's all I have for you today. But before I go, I want to remind you, keep learning, keep growing, and keep being fabulous you.